I'm Sandra McLemore from Travel Marketing and Media, and I am here at ASTA On Air in San Juan, Puerto Rico for the ASTA Global Convention 2023. Welcome back to ASTA On Air. I'm Sandra McLemore from Travel Marketing and Media, and this is Christine Karst. She's from AmaWaterways, the founder and executive vice president, and I'm just lucky to have her here today, so welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Sandra. It's a great pleasure.
Of course, and I wish that everybody watching this had been with us when we had this previous conversation about Colombia. So we're going to have it again because I want to share everything. AmaWaterways is going to Colombia. Tell us about it.
We are so excited about this. We physically put the river on the map. The river, the Rio Magdalena, is the spine and the heart of Colombia. And we have developed a 7-night itinerary between Cartagena and Barranquilla. Of course, everyone knows Cartagena, but Barranquilla is actually one of the largest cities famous for carnival right after Rio.
Yeah.
And we are exploring small villages along the river, along the delta. They are very well known for their history, for their culture, dances, the cumbia dance, the culinary experience.
Oh, it's vibrant, right?
It is
Super
absolutely.
vibrant.
And we are building 2 ships right now.
And what are they called?
Small ships, the Ama Magdalena
AmaMagdalena
and the Ama Melodia.
and the AmaMelodia. And they're going to go up and down, but they're not going to meet, are they?
They are not, no, they will not meet with each other. But both ships are very small and intimate. Personal 60 and 62 guests
60
only.
and 62. Wow, that's amazing. And because obviously Colombia is a very different destination to cruising in Europe or anywhere around the world. What kind of shore excursions or what kind of experiences will people have when they get off the ship?
It's actually the best of all the worlds that we offer when we cruise in Europe, in Asia on the Mekong River, and in Africa. So it will be lots of culture, but we will also use local transportation, small boats going to floating villages, or exploring actually the Cienega, the delta, watching the birds there, watching all, the beautiful flora, fauna, everything what's there. And we will have wonderful experiences on board. It's about chocolate, it's about rum, it's about coffee.
Chocolate, rum, coffee, music. I'm there already. I know that you worked really closely with the local communities. And so tell us a little bit, why was that important to you and what did you do?
It's always about giving back. So for instance, yes, we have our Ama Magdalena and Ama Melodia, but the small excursion boats will be done by the local communities. They will be maintained there. We will have our fruit, our local supply coming from those local communities. We go in, we will visit them, they will show us their handicrafts.
Yeah.
We will have them in the gift shop on board our ship. So for our guests, it's a complete immersion. And the government, the country is so excited for AmaWaterways to be the pioneer there.
I'm not
And the future
surprised.
is bright.
I'm not surprised. And it didn't surprise me when I heard that you'd worked so closely with the community because you have always been people-centric. You've always had people at the core of what you do. And travel advisors specifically, because this company that you own has grown with the travel advisors. Why are they so important to you?
Oh, Sandra, that's
They're
a
like your
wonderful
kids.
question.
They're like your kids.
They are part of our family,
Yeah.
right? It's now almost 21 years ago that we founded AmaWaterways.
Wow.
And the travel advisor was the focus of our business. It's the foundation of our business. About 97%, and still today, and this will not change in the future, goes through the travel advisor. They know us. They have the experience with us. We always love to have our travel advisors coming on board. We offer so many seminars on the river. And with this experience, they can actually talk to their clients about what river cruising is and why AmaWaterways.
And I love that you show up for them. You show up for them every Wednesday, Webinar Wednesday, every Wednesday, never fail, and you make yourself available. I see you everywhere. I see your team everywhere. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Danke.
Danke schön. And thanks to you, Sandra, and of course, ASTA and all our travel advisors.
Of course. Thank you so much. So we'll be back with you very soon. Hi there, it's Sandra McLemore from Travel Marketing and Media back in ASTA on Air, and I have a beautiful guest with me, Cheryl Bunker from Virtuoso, and she is the Vice President of Global Member Partnership. And I just said to Cheryl, very long job title, but very important one. Welcome to us today.
Hi, Sandra. Thanks so much for having me. So great to be here with you and ASTA. Virtuoso is a huge supporter of ASTA and really appreciate all that they do for our industry. So,
And what advice do you have to travel advisors who haven't really picked or defined that? They're kind of on the verge. They think they know what it is, but they really want to make the right decision.
yeah. I think number one, do something that you're passionate about. If you're passionate about wine, then that's going to come through to your clients and you're going to enjoy hosting those trips, selling those trips. So make it something that you're passionate about. One of the tools at Virtuoso that we have that really helps support new to travel advisors is the Virtuoso Certified Travel Advisor Program, or our VCTA program. So it's a 6-month curricula designed for anybody who's new to the industry, really helps them develop their value proposition, help them hone in on what their specialties are going to be, what their business plan is, and what their marketing tactics are going to be over a 6-month period. There's a and agency mentors, and then also a week-long component of the class where you really get to work in small focus groups with your peers who are new to the industry as well and share best practices and really define what your book of business and your focus is going to be.
A lot of support, because I know even from my own personal experience that when you run a business, you can be at home by yourself in your pajamas, never see other people, but you're talking about mentors and support groups and mentees and these programs. They are really important to travel advisors. What do you see in the coming years that excites you the most for travel advisors and for Virtuoso?
One of the things that I think is super exciting for travel advisors right now is there's so much interest and so much growth in the sector that there are new tools and new technologies coming to help make travel advisors more efficient, to help them do a better job of running their business, and there's new support systems there. Also new marketing, new ways for advisors to connect with their clients in social media, and in order to use those digital experiences to really provide richer content, new travel advisors for their clients as well. There's also so many emerging destinations too. You know, we've seen really popular destinations like Italy become really saturated. So it's a great opportunity for advisors to promote new destinations to their clients. And there's so many resources with our tourism board partners and Allianz partners to help educate clients and travel advisors on new opportunities.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that really excite me.
Those tools are so important because it can be very overwhelming when you think that you have to do this and this and this and this and all the things. But there are tools that can automate. There are tools that can make life easier for you.
Right.
Virtuoso's got a lot of those.
Yes, and there are also tools that help make the experience for the client even better and provide a greater awareness and value proposition for the client in the services that their travel advisor provides.
So good. The travel advisors with you are really lucky to have you. They're lucky from the support perspective and also from the tools. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Cheryl.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks so much for having me.
We'll see you again soon. Hey there, welcome back to ASTA on Air. And I'm pretty excited because I have my hotel peeps here. I have been a Bonvoy member forever, so it's really exciting to have Marriott here. This is Paul McGannon. He is the Global Account Executive at Marriott International. And I want to talk for a second about luxury because a lot of travel advisors will see Marriott and they'll say, well, I also need an uber luxury.
Yeah.
That's there.
Yes.
Tell us.
And I look at Marriott like a fashion house, right? So some days you want to wear your couture, and some days you just want your sweats and want to hang out. And you know, there's a brand for every purpose of travel, really. When you're looking at your needs for travel, your budget, your expectations, and where you're going, and then you'll find those brands within the 31, which I have to get used to saying, by the way, because it's so brand new, of what you really like and what brands resonate with you most, and what's going to fit your trip persona, because each trip is different.
What's new in terms of so you've got the new
City Express, and this is a portfolio of hotels primarily in Caribbean and Latin America that are in the select service space. So it's expanding our portfolio in that price range of mid-scale properties. So even more options for our Caribbean and Latin America region.
That's so good.
We will be actually the largest hotel operator in Caribbean and Latin America with this acquisition.
No, really?
Yes, very exciting.
Are you the largest on the planet?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yes, we
so
are.
Just flex a little.
A little flex, but one thing I love about Marriott is we're very down to earth.
There's
it is
no
like
ego
a
there.
family. There's always support for our advisors, and once you're in the family, we operate very small.
That's so cool. Do you have any advice for brand new travel advisors who are
Yes.
just kind of coming into the industry and thinking, okay, there's a lot to learn?
Yeah, and it's interesting to see all of the professionals that are coming into our industry from finance and real estate, and even some lawyers out there that have just wanted to take their career in a different direction. There is so much business for everyone, which is amazing to see, and it's a very profitable business. We've shown in the past few years the desire for humans to travel cannot be denied. People are just wanting to get out and see the
And
world.
it's not just vacation. People want to connect with family, with friends. They want
Correct.
to explore.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different reasons.
And also corporate travel is huge too, and somebody's got to manage the travel. So when you have a professional travel advisor managing one of the most complex functions any of us can do, it just takes away so much of that pressure from the consumer and allows them to enjoy or get business done, whatever the purpose of their trip is.
That is so awesome. It was so nice to have you here today.
Thank you, Sandra.
Friends, that is Marriott, and we will be back with you very, very soon. Welcome back to ASTA On Air. My name is Sandra McLemore from Travel Marketing and Media, and I have a new friend sitting next to me today. This is Suzanne Lustig, and she is the Director of National Accounts for Allianz Global Assistance. And what's new at Allianz?
So we probably don't have enough time, but it's very exciting. We actually did a major product refresh, and we have a multitude of new covered reasons, 12 in fact, in addition to the 26 we already had, but things like veterinary emergency, first responder call.
Wow.
These are all new covered reasons for trip
Tell me some of those.
cancellation.
Those are interesting. I think travel advisors love them, so things...
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and these came from travel advisors and their clients.
See what happens when you give feedback?
Absolutely, take those surveys.
Yeah.
So yes, 12 new covered reasons, including veterinary emergency, first responder call, unable to receive a vaccine. That certainly has
Oh, wow.
resonated recently. Theft of documents, adoption.
my
So a
goodness.
lot of, and then in addition, which we know all of the advisors are seeing an increase in trip cost, and the amount that people want to cover for their trip.
This question's not on my card, but it's made me think about it. When you go to, I was a travel advisor back in the 90s when I first started, and insurance was one of the things that I was so scared to sell. I wanted to sell it because it was great commission, there was a great company, but the fine print always made me scared. I was scared to match the wrong policy to my clients. What advice do you have for new travel advisors? We have so many new advisors, and they're coming in and suddenly they're selling insurance.
Right, but for new and even for those tenured folks who are getting questions that they're not used to getting, what I always suggest is you don't need to know every part of that fine print you just
take
mentioned.
that pressure off your shoulders.
Just take that pressure off. All you need to know is that terms, conditions, and exclusions apply to every plan. And what you want to say to your client is, Mrs. Smith, I can help you navigate through some of that language so that you can have a better understanding, but you don't need to know
You don't need to be the expert.
every,
Okay, I
absolutely.
think travel advisors have to know that, and I think for those of you who are watching this, just take that pressure off.
Yes.
You're not being asked to become an insurance
Correct.
specialist.
Correct.
I hope that the travel advisors watching this, I hope that you've been able to get some gold here today from Suzanne. Really good stuff. Thank you so much for having
Thank
us.
you.
And we will see you again soon.